Hello and welcome to this video in which I'll be reacting to Denmark's song for Eurovision 2024, Sand by Saba.
A disclaimer. I hadn't addressed this before because I had hoped that the EBU would come to the correct decision by now, but since they have not, I do need to address it myself. Israel should not be allowed to participate at the Eurovision Song Contest 2024. If Russia hadn't been banned in 2022, maybe we'd be having a different conversation right now, and on a personal note, maybe Eurovision wouldn't have become such an important part of my life, but this is the reality that we are living in, so this is the conversation that we are having. Regardless of what you think of the current atrocities happening in Gaza, intentionally cutting off other people's access to food, water, and electricity is abhorrent, not to mention the act of killing. If you think governments and broadcasters should be considered as separate entities, consider the situation with Russia again. There is a video explaining why Israel shouldn't be allowed to participate linked in the description, and the creator also calls to action about what you can do yourself. Please watch that video and do something. Further resources are also listed as and when they become relevant. I'll stop talking about this when it stops being relevant.
Now, I didn't love the song when I first listened to it. I thought the lyrics were a bit cringy for me, but I have not seen the live performance and maybe that will elevate it for me. This was the fan favourite to win, so pretty happy with that. I'm not really a fan of when there's a surprise winner and everyone's upset for a few days or weeks at first before they accept it as the Eurovision song. Not to say that the fan favourite always has to win, but it's a slightly nicer time in the community discussing the song when the fan favourite does win. It was not my favourite though. I had it third to last out of 8, so not great, but I'm looking forward to seeing what the staging was like and giving you my thoughts on how it could do in Malmö. I'm going to watch the performance now. Okay, we've got some typical lighting. Nothing special yet. Staring directly down the camera, that grabs the attention. And great voice control so far. And the crowd seems to be enjoying themselves. Unless someone heard up the sign saying clap. No, this is good voice control. I think this tiny stage on the other stage does look a bit silly. I don't know what the idea was there. Maybe something will happen later in the performance, but for right now it just looks silly to me. But the overall stage at DMGP I do like. Also like 4 columns. I think the beat and the instrumental is very good and the voice control is good. I'm just not a fan of these lyrics, unfortunately. Oh, that lasery stuff was fun and interesting. Ah, and this light control is also fun. Jedi force tricks. That is fun. That would be something nice to take over to Malmö. I recommend taking that over to Malmö. Few people in the crowd really loving it. I think for the oohs, maybe we need to get some backing singers on stage so it doesn't just sound so weird. Obviously, there'll be a bit more thought put into the staging in Malmö, so I'm not too worried. Maybe the little stage is there because of the fog. Ooh! Classic Eurovision LEDs on the body. Projected. Yeah, projected lights, not LEDs. This is a real light show, isn't it, in Denmark? I mean, Saba seems to be a great vocalist, so that's nice. I don't like the lyrics. Yeah, okay, well done. And she's very happy. That's good. Yeah, I like it. I think it's very nice. Well performed. It's almost the best they could have done for me in terms of elevating the song because, as I said, I really like the lyrics, but the beat is pretty good and she sings it very well. She's a good vocalist, so that's nice. Maybe we can have a bit more of a story going on with the LEDs, but some of the lighting stuff was also very good, like the Jedi Force tricks. I do wonder if we can have some backing singers in Malmö, like you just put them on the train, they'll get there, because the ooh in the chorus is a bit flat when it's just from the playback. I think there needs to be some kind of situation where you can see people singing that. Saba doesn't necessarily need to do it, but the backing singers could also maybe be backing dancers a little bit. Obviously not every song does need dancers, and sometimes this kind of power ballad-ish song is nice when it's just the performer on stage, but if you want to keep the oohs and not have Saba sing them, I think we need to see someone on stage singing them. In my opinion anyway. First half of the second semi-final. This could be a show opener, I can see that happening. Of the songs released so far, I think this is the most likely show opener for the semi-final, so that does give it a slight disadvantage. We're missing 4 songs, but I doubt it will be We Will Rave or whatever Marina Sari's bringing. Oh, it's called Dice, isn't it? Kjira or something? Yeah, just really Switzerland and Armenia as unknown entities in the first half of the second semi-final. Second semi-final does have a slightly easier time qualifying. Should do anyway, based on the songs we have and artists we have so far. Kind of 50-50, like if the staging does get slightly elevated, I think I can see it coming into the final, but I don't know that it would get top 10. In my opinion, no, from what we know right now. In my opinion, if this does qualify, I think it'll probably be in the bottom 10, because we've got a lot of intense songs this year, and this one's nice, but to me there's nothing so special about it, and she's a good vocalist but not necessarily a truly outstanding one. That's only a few people ever, so I don't know that there's enough of anything within the song or staging as it is right now to really make this song stand out in any meaningful way. I'm not even gonna say I necessarily would have preferred anyone else. I haven't seen the other live performances from DMGP. I was at the concert yesterday from Jan, so I will watch them eventually. Just might take me a while to get around to them, but I was pretty disappointed in general with the quality of DMGP. I am curious to see what Johnny looked like on stage, because I think that song had the clearest story overall and it really drawn you in emotionally with that. I don't think we'll see this continuing the trend, which did kind of die out in 2013 anyway, didn't repeat itself in 2017, of Denmark winning immediately after Sweden wins because of jealousy or something. I don't think that's gonna happen. Doing pretty well on my orange scoreboard. It's 9th out of 18, so right in the middle. Yeah, we now have half of the songs released already. That's crazy. There's only 4 weeks left at most before all the songs are released. I think this is a solid enough choice for Denmark, and I'm curious to see what the final staging in Malmö will look like, so not really worried about the live vocal performance wise, because what I heard from the DMGP performance was good, so I'm just curious to see what the staging will actually look like. Thank you ever so much for watching this video. I really do hope that you enjoyed it, that you got something out of it. I will see you in the next one, and that shows up on your feed. Bye! Thank you ever so much for watching this video. I really do hope that you enjoyed it, that you got something out of it. I will see you in the next one, when that shows up on your feed. Bye! Is nice when it's just the performer on stage, but if you want to keep the oohs and not have... Czy ty nie wyjadłaś już wszystkiego, Robin?